Kreepers! What's up, you crazy creeps? It is Clearski. I am back. We just got off the TriMet bus back there. We are actually in the heart of downtown Oregon City. And the reason why we're here today, not only is this a beautiful little part of town, but we are here for the 2001 filming location starring Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, and Cate Blanchett, Bandits. That's right. They used a ton of footage from all around Oregon, a lot in Silverton, Oregon. A couple shots, a couple scenes rather, were filmed under the Broadway Bridge in Portland. And basically, to give you guys a quick rundown, the two bank robbers, Billy Bob Thornton and Bruce Willis, escaped the Oregon State Penitentiary with plans on making it to, you know, the life of luxury. And they basically rob banks all along the way. They rob a bank in Silverton, but they also rob this bank right here behind me, which is actually no longer in commission, but you can see here these windows really well in the movie. And like I said, it was pretty cool to me that the Oregon ties always with the movies. There's been so many movies filmed in Oregon, Portland, you know, Oregon City, all over the place. There was also some scenes from Twilight shot here, but check this out. This is the bank, like I said, which is no longer functioning, but these windows right here are in a lot of the scenes that actually cover the, like I said, the bank. And in one of the scenes, you can actually see very well this door here. This is actually the door that they run through after they rob the tellers. You can see these old style panels on the doors, just rarely, or just not too well. You can see them just kind of in the corner shot. Here's where the ATM would have been. It looks like they pulled it out of here. But if you look inside, they can still see the tellers, you know, where the tellers would have been and everything. Ooh, and look, you can actually see the vault is open. And in fact, one of the scenes, which I will insert here, they are standing, I believe it's either in front of the vault, or one of the cages that actually pulls down over one of the tellers. But there you have it, the inside of the bank here, where Billy Bob Thornton and Bruce Willis would have robbed these guys. Now, which made this pretty easy to realize this was the spot, is not only are these windows very, you can see these very well in the shot. And what made it really interesting is if you look closely here, they've got this pull down kind of curtain that runs all the way along both sides of the windows. And in fact, in the movie, I'm not sure if this actually has it on the front or not, but they had this pulled down to where you basically couldn't see inside the movie. But this was I think it was a $100 bill on the inside. So when they pulled it down and the characters were actually inside robbing the bank and talking with the tellers, if you looked, you know, back this way, the camera would have been facing towards us. You would have seen that $100 bill, which made it very, you know, easy for me to realize this was the spot. Not only that, but when Billy Bob and Bruce Willis run through these doors, you can see, whoa, here comes the train behind me. I just heard it. When they robbed the bank, they basically run out these doors. They could have made it to the train. I don't know, that thing's moving pretty fast. But that would have been an option. Anyways, you can see both of these parking meters here, and look at, they've even got the old bank camera still up. And our next shot happens, I believe it's like this way facing in. Let's see if we can go around this side and check it out. As I'm standing here too, I'm noticing that I believe it was a US bank in the movie. Their font was a little different back then, but I believe it was the US bank. And if you put the camera right here, this would have been basically the shot you would have seen. There would have been some desks and some other office furniture and whatnot directly in front of the windows, but this is it. You can see the lightings are all the same, and you know, where they were talking with the tellers, basically right in there. I think you can see that clock too. The old clock makes the shot, but pretty cool. And it looks like those have changed actually over the window. I don't see it being the the money. Oh yeah, and in the movie it was actually a solid curtain as opposed to, like, you know, a bunch of different pieces. But you can see all this really well in the shot. And I think this bank has been here for a ton of years. Maybe not just a US bank, but... Which, if you look really closely, I will insert their mug shots from the movie, and if you look closely, it actually does say Oregon State Penitentiary. But this is the building right here they would have robbed, the bank. This is pretty darn cool. And I wanted to show you guys something that I thought was funny too, is here's the actual bank security camera footage, and I think they actually used some of the footage from the real security cameras in the black and white when they ran out of this door. That could have been actually the movie camera, or, you know, the camera they used for the movie. Like I said, right here off to the right would have been the opposite door that they would have used for when Bruce Willis and Billy Bob would have went in, robbed the bank, and after they ran across the street here, which he runs into the street here, it actually pans to downtown Portland. So it's a little camera magic. But then Cate Blanchett's character careens into Billy Bob's character, and basically, you know, that starts their whole friendship. And I'm not going to explain the whole entire movie because it goes into a lot of detail and depth, but it has a really good ending. But that was it. This is the filming location right here. You know, 2000, 2001, Billy Bob Thornton and Bruce Willis were in here. That is just so cool to me. And like I said when we first started, you know, Oregon in general has a ton of movie history. But I think it would be really cool if the guys that do the Oregon Film Trail, if they did like a little placard right here, that'd be really cool. So I know there's one kicking it around here that has the Twilight from when they filmed Twilight. But I think this place needs it too. That's gonna do it for today. From Oregon City, the 2001 filming location for Bandits, starring Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, and Cate Blanchett. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. You can do me one better and ring that bell down below. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. If you did enjoy this, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Until next time, Creeper out for now. Peace.